What's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I'm going to cover Tesla for you guys because guess what? Tomorrow, Tesla reports earnings and it's going to be a ride for us. Right now, overall sentiment seems to be very bearish and that Tesla is going to miss earnings. That is what I am seeing on Twitter, is what I'm seeing in the news. So people are saying that Tesla is going to miss earnings, which possibly means a move to the downside. And that's what a lot of people are predicting, that Tesla is going to miss on earnings. Now, keep in mind that we thought Tesla was going to miss on deliveries, and they utterly smashed it out of the park. So could we be wrong again? It is definitely a possibility kind of thing. But I'm going to go ahead and hop into the charts here and cover Tesla and say and look at what we might see tomorrow and give a target of what we might see in a bull idea and a bear idea. But before I do that, if you guys can, drop me a like down on this video, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for me. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And then also, if you do like this charting software that I'm using here, it is called Webull, and my referral link is down below. You do get 2 free stocks when you join Webull, valued anywhere between $8 and $1,600. You get one of those free stocks when you sign up and your account is approved, and then you get another free stock when you deposit $100 on the platform. And once again, those 2 free stocks can be valued between $8 and $1,600. So it's an immediate 8% return on your investment. So if you haven't signed up for Webull yet, use the link down below because you'll immediately get an 8% return on your investment, which is pretty much lunch here in the United States. But without further ado, let's cover this on the daily chart. So overall for the day, Tesla finished up 1.35%, which is actually really good. I'm surprised personally that Tesla didn't finish higher because the broader market was doing really well. I really think also that this is where we're starting to see people factor in earnings, and that Tesla is possibly going to miss on earnings. And if they do miss on earnings, then a lot of people are calling for us to see $400, $500 kind of thing, and see a very harsh correction on the stock, because Tesla is a high beta stock and is very affected by the market overall. So keep that in mind too. With the FUD and uncertainty going on within the overall market, Tesla possibly could be affected by that too. But the huge thing that I see here is right off the bell, we hit our intraday low of $715.46. And we do hit our intraday high of $737, which is good. Now, the huge thing that I'm always looking at is this $725 level of support or resistance. We opened the day and it was resistance. When we closed the day, it was support, which is a good sign, because what this means is for most of the day, we traded above the VWAP, which stands for the volume weighted average price. And then if you also see in here, I have 3 indicators: the moving average 20, the moving average 60, and the moving average 120. These are 3 different time frames that are looking at the stock from a macro and micro perspective: a 20-day, a 60-day, and a 120-day range kind of thing. So you do see these 3 lines in here as well. The one thing that I really do not like is this move here in the later day of us breaking 725 and then having to buy it back up. Now, we did reclaim it, which is positive, but I do not like this break personally. I like this test that we had here, but this break is not a good sign. And it was done on relatively low volume. And you can see here on the RSI, we actually became oversold in this area when we broke down below 725. We really didn't touch overbought. We touched it once, twice in the day. So really, we only touched overbought twice. And one of those was right before we had our intraday high. So not necessarily a good thing to see this break here at 725. So keep that in mind. 725 is a number that once Tesla really gets above $725, really 700, 705, it tends to like to run. But overall, for the past 5 days, Tesla definitely has been trading kind of within this channel between 706 and 725. We did have 2 days where we had a nice up here, but the huge thing is on Wednesday, we had pretty much a just ginormous green day. And what happened was that we had a gap down in the pre-market. We had a nice run up, and then we kind of just sold off. And now keep in mind, on Thursday was when Biden just dropped the mic on us and said, yo, I'm possibly raising your capital gains tax kind of thing. So that news catalyst definitely sent the stock tumbling, definitely sent the whole market tumbling on Thursday because everything was pretty much red from that point afterwards. But overall for Friday, we had a positive day. We finished up. The huge thing that I'm taking a look here is the RSI is sitting at 63. We do have a bullish indicator going into the close on the MACD, which is a good sign. So that is good. We are also not incredibly overextended on the MACD, which is also good because Tesla being a high beta stock, which means it could make very volatile moves, moving towards the upside or moving towards the downside. It is not uncommon to see Tesla up $20, $30, $40 in a day because it does tend to move 4 or 5, and then it will have days where it moves 20% in one day, and we're like, whoa, hold on. It's because Tesla is a high beta stock. So when the market has really positive days, Tesla normally has really positive days. Now, if we hop out here to the 1 month perspective, we touched 591 in the past month when we touched a high of 786. That just gives you the idea of the amount of swing within Tesla right now. Now, a lot of people are saying with this earnings, and if Tesla misses, which a lot of people are predicting, Tesla's going to fall back down to that $600 range. Now, if Tesla falls back down to that $600 range, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be buying that dip because Tesla is a stock that I am not holding for the short term. I am holding it for the long term because Kathy Wood put a $3,000 price target on it for 2025 and a minimum of $1,500 in 2025. So if you're telling me I can buy a share of Tesla now and double my money in the next 4 years, it would be stupid not to take that deal. And that's at a minimum. It is at a minimum. It could get ridiculous with Tesla. So keep in mind, do not buy Tesla for the short term. You are going to take the bag off the table, yes, but you're going to be leaving a stinking briefcase full of money. So invest for the long term, guys. Don't invest for the short term. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but it really drives me crazy when people invest for the short term instead of the long term because you are missing out on so much when you invest for the long term. And additionally, you do pay lower taxes on long-term capital gains versus short-term capital gains. So keep that in mind too, because Uncle Sam is always going to want his dollar. But anyways, getting back to the chart, we hit our low of 591 in the past month, our high of 786. We're pretty much about at a 50% retracement between our run up to 786. So the huge thing that I'm going to be looking for on this earnings day is how does Tesla do it? Do they beat earnings or do they miss on earnings? If they miss on earnings, I'm going to be immediately looking at $700. Are we going to break through $700 like that? Or are we going to break through $700 and we're going to continue falling? Or are we going to hit $700 and we're going to bounce off of it because everyone's going to be like, no, Tesla's worth a lot more. We were having to deal with a shortage. We couldn't produce the Model S and we couldn't produce the Model X for a while kind of thing. If they beat on earnings, I could see Tesla absolutely going to the moon because right now, every single time that there's negative press on Tesla and they beat, it makes a move. Deliveries is right here on the 5th. Everyone thought that Tesla was going to miss on deliveries and they were just like, no fam. It's not happening. We beat it, and we didn't just beat it, we utterly smashed it. So that's what I'm going to be looking at for Tesla, is really earnings is going to drive the movement of the stock on Monday. And if people tend to think that it's going to miss, we're probably going to see a downside because of that, and people are going to try to start pricing in missing earnings within the stock on Monday. Now, if that happens and they beat, then oh boy, strap on guys, because I have a feeling we're not just going to be seeing $700. We might be seeing $800 again kind of thing. I want to give a number higher because I don't know how high it could go, but with Tesla beating not in just deliveries, but in earnings too, in the first quarter after pandemic, can't beat it really. So the other thing that I just really want to highlight is we got to keep in mind that earnings will completely evaporate any technical analysis. So once again, what I'm saying here, if earnings comes out and there's a bunch of news articles tomorrow morning saying Tesla's going to miss earnings, throw out whatever I'm saying right now, just throw it out. And remember, take what I say with a grain of salt. Please verify what I'm saying. Please go back and do your own due diligence, because I am doing this purely for my opinion and giving my opinion to you guys. So for you guys just to listen to me and then go invest in the stock is not the greatest thing to do. You need to go do your own due diligence. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But hopefully Tesla tomorrow has a really green day. And then we also see them beat on earnings too. But that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.